Devin Haney gave his reaction to Jermell Charlo knocking out Castano to become undisputed, where Devin Haney posted the current undisputed list with Jermell Charlo on it to let it be known that he is up next on that list, where he's about to do it just like Jermell Charlo for the USA, to show once again that we are the best in boxing. We have the Kobe, the LeBron, the Michael Jordans of boxing. And I'm not talking about in the past or anything of that sort. We talking about right now. We have the Crawford, the Errol Spence, the Shakur, the Devin Haney, the Charlo, the Andrade, even on the come up, the Jared Anderson, the Jaron Ennis, the Bruce Carrington, and the list goes on and on and on. That's why the NBF League was created in the sport of boxing by the pioneer Canelo Alvarez, all for one purpose, all for one goal, in order to stop the dominance and the shine of the fighters on the coincidental list. That way, they will successfully stop the immersion of another Floyd Mayweather, or many Floyd Mayweathers. And just like Devin Haney reacted with, quote, undisputed June 4th, you best believe on that date, Kambosa's gonna feel what it felt like when the Greek Empire lost to Rome. After Devin Haney handicaps him fight night, stripping him after whipping him with the 3 belts he has, to become undisputed, making the dream become a reality. Now, before moving forward, I do have to address the elephant in the room. Is there bad blood between Devin Haney and Jermell Charlo? Absolutely not. Nor there should be. We can't have potentially 2 undisputed fighters from the USA beef with each other, even though they will never fight each other, so they can't even capitalize on that. They too blessed and are dealing with the same double standards since they both are on the coincidental list. They both on the same team. Nevertheless, Devin Haney and Jermell Charlo recently did have a misunderstanding, where Jermell Charlo called Devin Haney little. Now, Devin Haney caught a lot of backlash for his response. Ever since then, a lot of you guys have been asking me my opinion on this subject, which really haven't changed. Like I said on Split Decision, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But remember, when Jermell Charlo was beefing with his brother Jermall Charlo, obviously I stayed out of that subject because that's family. Brothers fight all of the times, and just like I figured with due time, they were back cool again. But I do recall an incident where Jermell got mad at Jermall for calling him little brother. Now keep in mind, that's his own brother. And the reason why Jermall called Jermell little brother is because he was fighting at the smaller weight division. However, Jermell didn't like none of that big Charlo, little Charlo, since they obviously twins. There is no such thing as little Charlo. It's more so twin Charlo. Now, I must admit, me myself, just like Jermall Charlo, back then, a lot of casual fans really couldn't recognize which one is which. So I was referring to Jermell as little Charlo and Jermall as big Charlo. However, after seeing that, I was off that. Out of respect, I started calling Jermell Twin Charlo, or just his name, Jermell Charlo. The point I'm making, Jermell got mad at his own brother, his own blood, for calling him little brother. For whatever reason, it doesn't matter. He's entitled to feel however he wants to feel. So if Jermell got mad at his own brother calling him little, then you guys can't really be surprised that Devin Haney got mad that a stranger or a friend in Jermell Charlo called him little. At this point, even Jermell Charlo understands and can relate. Because if Jermell got that mad at his own brother, you can just imagine how pissed Jermell will be at another fighter that he's not even that close with, calling him little. That's why, even though I don't agree with Devin Haney's statement, because I truly believe that Jermell Charlo got robbed in the Tony Harrison fight and the Castano fight was a draw. And now Jermell knocked out both to become undisputed. Nevertheless, at the end of the day, or at least the night, Devin Haney is entitled to feel however he wants to feel. If he feels like he got disrespected like Jermell did with Jermall, then that's just what it is. On the other hand, I truly believe Jermell didn't mean any harm. I think he was going somewhere else with it, trying to say that it's Allah plan, it's God plan, that this year the NBF season is over. However, the word little slipped. More importantly, what these fighters have to realize, they in the same equation, the coincidentalist equation. They are dealing with the same double standards. The same people, aka old media, that don't rate Devin Haney as a top 3 in his own division, even though he's the longest reigning lightweight champion of the world. But some way, somehow, Kambosos, Teofimo Lopez coming off a loss, and Lomachenko, who came off a loss not too long ago, old media still have these fighters rated over Devin Haney, even if they are coming off a loss. Just like old media doesn't rate the undisputed champion Jermell Charlo on the pound-for-pound list. What a coincidence. If you may wonder why, like I told Jermell Charlo a year ago, it's because race does matter. So essentially, Devin Haney and Jermell Charlo are fighting the same battle. They fighting for our country. However, they getting booed in their own soil, fighting a foreigner. Just like Shakur did, just like Wilder did, and just like Floyd Mayweather did his entire career. Devin Haney calls Canelo pound for pound number 1, only to get showered with boos by Canelo fans sitting near Canelo. Devin Haney wasn't even fighting and he was still getting booed after he told the Canelo fans exactly what they want to hear. What these fighters have to realize, from Jermell Charlo to Devin Haney, the love is not reciprocated. Regardless of how much they praise Canelo Alvarez, they still getting booed by Canelo Alvarez fans. They only get praised and show them a little love during the moment in the comment section. But in reality, they get showered with boos. The same people that praise Canelo nonstop, regardless of him taking steroids, losing while ducking everybody, are the same people that call Charlo and Devin Haney email champions, all thanks to Canelo for creating the NBF Witness Protection franchise. But that's what the Hope Insurance do when you have the complexion for the connection to get that ultimate protection. Meanwhile, Devin Haney, Shakur, Charlo have the complexion for the neglection. You will get showered with boos if you tell the truth or you tell these decafs what they want to hear. It doesn't matter. It's all about what do you want to use the platform, the mic that God blessed you with to do. Do you want to be a Muhammad Ali type of an example? Or do you want to be what Muhammad Ali was fighting against? It's every person's choice to make to be in the right side of history or the wrong side of history. And what's even more powerful is everyone doing it together than doing it alone. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe below, and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace, and I'm on to the next one.
Errol Spence Jr., the king at 147, and then of course the middleweight champ, Jermell Charlo as well. Derek James, one of the best, if not the best trainer in the world. I mean, what a performance, what fights that we had here, man, at the War Grounds. Possibly the best fight.